couple of notes on kitchen safety and sanitation. The first thing that I would recommend is that if you're using a cutting board and a knife, start with vegetables, starches, cooked proteins, and then raw proteins in that progressive manner, so you're not going to be cross-contaminating your board with, say, smoked fish and then light vegetables, or definitely raw product that's going to be cooked. You definitely need to clean your board after that. The other thing is make sure you have the right tools for the job. Some people say you have to have super expensive knives. I think a sharp knife is more important than anything else. So these are not top dollar. These are sturdy. They're very affordable, and most importantly is they're sharp. So when people say a chef's knife, you have two different options, if not more. Sometimes they can even be more extreme. Get something that's going to be comfortable for you to handle. Make sure you have the right knife for the job as well. Example, coring or cutting, trimming vegetables, you want a paring knife. If you're breaking down a chicken or other proteins, you might want a boning knife. All are different, uniquely shaped for the jobs at hand. Again, the most important part is to make sure you're sharpening your knives. So this is a steel. What I would recommend is you take your knife from the butt of the blade to the point. You come in at an angle, 90, 45, 15 to 20. So you're gonna come in on each side. And if you're not comfortable doing that, you can also put it down and keep it away from you until you get a little more confident with your skill set on this. Okay? Kitchen safety 101 as well. When you're cutting and fabricating vegetables, I'm left-handed, so I take my right hand, tuck my fingers in. It's called the claw. This will save your fingertips. You work off the knuckles right here. You work off this part of your finger, and you're keeping your knuckles or your fingertips tucked in. So for example, if you're holding something, you're holding it and working off this part of your finger. Also, when you're using your knife, you want to slice into it. You don't want to chop, you want to slice. Okay? So what I'm going to do is use this carrot. I'm going to trim off the top, the bottom, peel it down. When I'm home cooking, I actually usually do just keep the peels on. I tend to buy really fresh carrots from my local farmers, and all the nutritional value is usually right up in the skin. So I keep that on, even though it's not as maybe aesthetically pleasing as if you're in a restaurant. So again, what you want to do is make sure if you're trying to cut this or dice it, you want to make it comfortable. So if you're not comfortable holding this whole thing, you can cut it in half. Okay, now you've got a carrot, it's something that's rolling. Actually, what I like to do is cheat off a little bit of the edge. Now you have a nice solid surface to work with. Medium dice, small dice, or large dice, you find out what size you want, what you need. Again, sometimes I know people that will stack them up high. If that's not comfortable, you can just do one piece at a time. Always keeping fingers in. Most important part to remember when you're dicing and working with vegetables and things like that is that you want things to be consistent. So if you're making a soup, for example, if you small dice carrots and large dice onions, items are going to be cooked and undercooked in different timings. So you want consistency on your vegetable cuts.